Hello, this is SkyeMorph. Welcome to SkyeMorph's section on TV talk. So in this video I'll be talking about a TV drama that I watched recently, and I have some thoughts about it, and I'll talk about it just in a general way. Spoilers, by the way, there's going to be spoilers, so if you haven't watched this series, I highly recommend that you do. Watch the series, come back, and then you can hear me ramble about this series. It's not really going to be like a detailed review, it's just going to be generally my thoughts and ramblings about the show. Not really much of a rating as well, just if I think, you should watch it, or what kind of level of BL it is. But yeah, anyway, there is going to be spoilers, by the way, but there is also going to be no footage from the show, so feel free to minimize the window, or you can actually just watch me gush fangirl about this series. So, today's TV talk is, I think some of you people may have heard from this, because it's been such a big sensation on Twitter and definitely on TikTok. It's been all over my FYP on Twitter and certainly on TikTok. It's a show that many of us never heard of before, but it's definitely taken the world by storm. It is, of course, the Canadian ice hockey player gay show Heated Rivalry. So yes, Heated Rivalry. Relatively now known TV show. It is based on the Game Changer series by Rachel Reed, and it's generally 6 novel books about the lives of hockey players and male romances between these hockey players and people in that universe. So the universe of gay hockey players, or gay hockey players with their respective partners. So Heated Rivalry is based on mostly the second book of the Game Changer series, also called Heated Rivalry, created by Jacob Tinnery, the genius that you are, a Canadian show that was 6 episodes, about an hour each, made for Crave, which is a Canadian satellite broadcasting network, which I don't know anything about. Sorry to all the Canadians out there. I have relatives in Canada, by the way. My parents just came back on holiday from Canada. Watching this series definitely inspired me to maybe go visit Canada one day. But yes, Heated Rivalry. So Heated Rivalry is created by Jacob Tinnery, and it stars Hudson Williams, Connor Story, Francoise Armand, and Robbie GK. So, Heated Rivalry is generally about the story of 2 professional ice hockey players. Shane Holliday, so Hudson plays as Shane Holliday, and Ilya Rozanov, which is Connor's character. So, Shane is a Asian Canadian who is captain of the Montreal Metros, and Connor Story is the Russian ice hockey player that plays the captain for the Boston Raiders. And it's generally about their relationship in the span of like 10 years. I heard it was 10 years. But yeah, and also there is also a side couple, and that is Francoise and Robbie's characters. So Francoise is Scott Hunter, another ice hockey player, American ice hockey player, captain of the New York Admirals, and Robbie GK is Christopher Kipp, who is a smoothie guy. He's just a regular old smoothie guy. He works in a smoothie shop and he makes smoothies, so he's not an ice hockey player. But generally, Heated Rivalry is, of course, about the relationship between Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov. They are rivals of different ice hockey teams, but secretly, they like each other. They like each other secretly, and they have this long-spanning relationship of about 10 years. Generally, I would say episodes 1 to 4, and episodes 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 are kind of Ilya and Shane, and episode 3 is very special because it's dedicated to Scott and Kip. But generally, yes, Heated Rivalry is mostly about Ilya and Shane's kind of secret relationship over the span of 10 years in their hockey careers, respectively. Right, first of all, the first positives of this show. It doesn't waste time with any of the intimate and love scenes. So as like a BL watcher, I watch a lot of BL dramas and a lot of BL shows, and I generally would say there was a pattern. Generally, most of these BL shows kind of just focus on the main couple, and it takes the whole series just for the two main guys to realize that they like each other. And well, obviously kind of like near the end or by the end of the series, they would have admitted their feelings for each other and say they like each other, and they become a couple, and it's all dandy and sweet and cute. Heated Rivalry doesn't waste any of your time. It's like within 10 minutes, Ilya and Rosanov are like in bed together. Like it doesn't mess about. Like Heated Rivalry doesn't mess about with like dynamics and if they like each other. Oh no, these two like each other, yeah, of course. But the thing is that their relationship is kind of more like a friends with benefits. It's kind of like we kind of are attracted to each other, but we just want to make out and have love, and then we don't see each other for another year or so, and then we do it all over again. But you can obviously see the yearning that these two have for each other. They obviously do like each other, but of course, since both of them are well-known ice hockey players, they can't really admit that they come out, because obviously they're kind of like celebrities. It's like if you had two professional football players like come out as gay, that would probably be like a big shock, because like in the UK, football players are kind of like superstars. So I can understand in that aspect that because of their pride, they don't want to come out, but they like each other. So that is kind of Shane and Ilya's kind of relationship. But then you kind of come to like episode 3, and episode 3 is like a nice refreshing change because it's about Scott Hunter and Kip. So Scott Hunter is still an ice hockey player, but the difference is that of course Kip is just a regular guy who works in a smoothie shop. And the thing is with Scott and Kip is that Scott was going through a slump, like when he was playing hockey, but he kind of comes across Kip because he makes smoothies and he orders a smoothie for him, and that kind of changes his directory. He kind of becomes better at hockey, and he becomes instantly like attracted to Kip, and obviously Kip is also attracted to Scott as well. And of course this kind of accumulates where the two meet each other again in like an after party, and they obviously Scott invites Kip to his house, and yeah, of course they get it on in a one-night stand. But the difference, like compared to Shane and Ilya, is that Scott kind of like knows that he likes Kip, and he just kind of like instantly just asks Kip to like be with him and be his boyfriend, and like Kip just accepts. So it's kind of like a less toxic relationship, but still kind of closeted, because like if Ilya and Shane kind of get together like once a year, then Scott and Kip like get together once every day. It's like what I would say. But still, there's still kind of a obstacle, because Scott is still a professional ice hockey player, so he just can't come out naturally like to the media as of episode 3. And of course Kip is just a normal guy. He wants to like come out, he wants to like announce his like amazing boyfriend to all his friends, but of course Scott can't like just come out like that, because you know coming out gay is probably a big thing for like sports celebrities. So episode 3 kind of ends like in a cliffhanger where Kip is like openly celebrating his birthday, but Scott can only watch afar. But don't worry, because Scott and Kip are kind of important to the story. Like you kind of watch episode 3 and you think, what's this got to do with like Shane and Ilya's relationship? And it will all come to fruition when you like watch episode 5, because you go back to Shane and Ilya's kind of wishy-washy type of relationship, and like episodes 4 and 5 are kind of more about Shane discovering that, you know what, I kind of think I like guys. He's like, I think I like guys. Because Shane tries to like go out with like Rose, who's like a famous actress, but kind of Rose instantly susses him out. He kind of outs him like, oh, I know you're gay. Like, so Shane is kind of like, you know what, maybe I am gay. Maybe I like the men. So thank you, Rose. Yeah, and of course, like, episode 5 is so important. It's probably the most important episode for Shane and Ilya, because, you know, when we was watching, like, episodes 1, 2, and 4, they kind of still are on this kind of, Shane and Ilya are still kind of on this wishy-washy path of kind of like, oh, we'll just, like, become friends with benefits and get together every year or so, or every half year or so or something, even though they kind of admit that they caught feelings between each other. And, you know, honestly, it could have remained that way. A lot happens in episode 5 because Shane accidentally gets into hospital because he has a concussion. But it's more tough for Ilya because Ilya's side is more harsh because he's from Russia, and Russia can't really come out, and also he has like his father and his brother to provide for, even though his father and brother are ungrateful and Ilya doesn't like them at all. And Shane is trying to kind of cheer Ilya up by inviting him to his personal cottage, but because both of them are afraid of coming out, kind of Ilya kind of refuses him, like kind of rejects him, and just wants to keep it kind of secret until they retire, kind of like that friends with benefits. It kind of all changes when both Shane and Ilya are watching TV, and where Scott, do you remember Scott from episode 3? Scott wins the cup. And of course Scott decides that, you know what, I'm not going to come out, I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm not going to hide. I'm just going to come out with Kip, and we're going to declare to the world that we are gay. And that's exactly what he does. Because obviously he has no one, because his parents died. So he's got no one close for him to, like, relish. But of course Kip is in the crowd, but he wants to hug him and kiss him personally. So that's what he exactly does. And of course Shane and Ilya see this, and they're like, oh my god, he's come out. Oh, and that kind of rifles Ilya more, so he calls Shane. He's like, oh no, screw that, I'm coming to the cottage. His famous last words. So yeah, that is why you needed episode 3, because Scott coming out with Kip kind of meant Ilya and Rozanov had a chance to, like, discuss their feelings more. And of course episode 6 is just them two in the cottage, and them two kind of just admitting their feelings for each other. So yeah, it's just, what a great series. It's like, I was so taken aback of how intimate the scenes are and how funny it is, and I love Shane and Ilya's dynamic. They're great together, and of course their intimacy is great, but also Scott and Kip as well. I really like Scott and Kip's dynamic. But also, I really want to give, like, a shout out to all, like, the supporting cast. So Shane's parents, and kind of Kip's friend, and not Ilya's family sucks, but just all of the supporting cast, because it really makes it like an open world where you don't only focus on the couple, but you kind of focus on the people around the couples. So, you know, like Shane's parents, who Shane does come out to them. He comes out, he's like, Shane's parents are the first people to know that he is actually, you know, liking Ilya Rozanov, and they kind of accept Ilya, and it's so nice and warm. Or, you know, Kip's friend who kind of tells Scott that Kip deserves, you know, more. Kip deserves sunshine. Kip deserves, you know, the world. And what a great friend. And it's just really nice to see people, like just regular people, supporting the main cast, the main couple. And it's not just about the couple, it's about, you know, the friends and family we have along the way. A thumbs up for Rose for, like, outing out Shane and stuff. So yeah, just so much positives about Heated Rivalry. It's such a great show, honestly. I can see why it's really popular. I guess I don't, you know, speaking about all the positives, I haven't really thought about anything about negatives. Like, what do I think? I think maybe there's just not a lot of hockey. Honestly, I guess, you know, since there's so much intimacy and stuff, it's like, oh, we don't have enough time for the hockey. Maybe we should have more hockey. But also, the sense of time is, like, kind of blurred. It's hard to tell what is going on. But also, I've read the novels, and it also time skips quite a lot. So that's not Jacob's fault. I really think there's quite a lot of positives for this show. So yeah, I'd say overall it's a great show. It's a great show. I think if you like Western gay shows, Heated Rivalry is such a treat. It's really heartwarming. It's like really happy, great atmosphere, great cast, great casting, great production, even for like a 37 shot series. It's amazing. I can see why it's popular. I wouldn't really recommend Heated Rivalry as like a beginner's gay show. Hell no. No, too spicy. I think if I would recommend like a Western gay show, you need to watch like Heartstopper first. I think Heartstopper is a Netflix show. It's cute. It's a cute gay romance. No love scenes, just very cute, like kissing sessions, and it's very innocent love. It's something you should watch first is Heartstopper. But, of course, after Heartstopper, then I would recommend Heated Rivalry be like a... okay, you probably turned the spicy level like a bit high. Like if Heartstopper was like a 0, then Heated Rivalry is like 100. Like just really spicy, like really intimate scenes, but very sweet love story between two guys. And this is why I love BL. This is why I love the gay shows and the BL. And yeah, highly recommend Heated Rivalry. If I would rate it, it would be close to like an 8.5, a 9 out of 10. Like, yeah, I can't really find any flaws. It's definitely surprised me because I watch a lot of gay shows, particularly of Japan and Thailand. So I was instantly like hooked and impressed, and I hope for season 2. Now, you know, we all gotta be like the Heated Rivalry fans on withdrawal. We're all on Heated Rivalry withdrawal until Jacob decides that, you know, he will write season 2 based on the long game, which I do need to read. So I'm looking forward to more Heated Rivalry in 2007. And yeah, and that concludes my TV show talk. Hope you enjoyed that, me gushing over gay TV shows, and I hope I can catch you all again very soon. So that's it from me. Bye bye.